Today I will be talking about Manhunter by Michael Mann. It follows detectives trying to catch a serial killer by using the mind of another serial killer, Hannibal Lecter. And it is Detective Graham who is trying to hunt down a serial killer named the Tooth Fairy. And most of the time, Dr. Graham is really disgusted with himself, and he is not happy with having to go into this man's mindset, and he's so disgusted having to be in it. For a little while too, we have the Tooth Fairy himself, who is really called his alias of Mr. Dollarhide, who is now sort of trying to get into a normal life a bit. And this intro scene we're about to see here, I think is really important. I'll let you see it first. No matter what, even though he wants to maybe live some sort of normal life, he is still the Tooth Fairy. When he is Mr. Dollarhide, he fantasizes about being the Tooth Fairy. He's thinking of his victims, and he's thinking about what he can do to them. I think this really shows that despite you might feel sorry for him a little bit later on when they try to make him a little bit more humanized, I think you need to remember that he is too far gone, and he is far too violent.
Who's there?
Mr. Dollarhide. I came out the low light infrared emotion.
Oh yeah, come on in, it's safe. Put your back against the door and there's a stool just to your right. You're the production controller from Admin, right?
In this here scene, instantly we feel a bit scared. We have the serial killer who particularly has an affection towards women, especially about the age of what it sounds this woman is, and she's a woman by herself with the serial killer. We feel immediately in fear for her in this dark room.
Can you give me an idea of the conditions?
Something I see is that he has more of a bigger posture in the dark. With her back turned, he feels more confident in the dark. I think this shows that he is more confident in his alias, the Tooth Fairy, than he is raised Mr. Dollarhide. And sometimes he taps into that. Again, I do think this is why it's such a loose distance between the two. You may feel sorry for him, but he is too far gone. It sort of relates to when I think about what the incel culture sort of thing is today, where all these people are victimizing themselves, saying that it is such a disgusting thing that nobody will be attracted to them, and it leads to more violence.
From maybe 8 feet. I can't use any lights.
Okay, what's being photographed?
The activities of nocturnal animals.
When do you need it?
4 days.
Okay, let me stick this in the black bag.
And just like that, as soon as the light's on and she goes to turn around, he crumbles. He's no longer this confident man. He is now Mr. Dollarhide, weak and pathetic and anxious and self-conscious. And he goes to cover his scars on his lip that he thinks is so disgusting and so vile, when in reality no one really notices it.
1000C infrared sensitive has to be handled in total darkness. Remember to be very careful with it.
When he notices her gaze isn't really on him, he starts to not really understand why she's not making eye contact. We did see in an earlier scene that he struggles with eye contact, and I think this is why he's gaining confidence a little bit. He's going back to his other posture, and I think this is because he realises now that she is a blind woman and he could end up getting some sort of relationship with him. And you can see this now, you can see the gears turning in his head to what plans he could end up doing.
Let's feel it's easier to handle than the 1200 series.
It'll be fine.
In case you're wondering, I keep the sample straight by touch code.
Oh, I wasn't wondering.
Reba, I gotta fly. Maybe Mr. Dollarhide can drive you home tonight.
No, that's okay. I'll take care of myself,
I can
Rob.
change things around.
No, thanks. Go on.
Okay.
I think that's another important scene, because I think he thinks that he's such a monster to be looked at, and that's why he takes out such violence on everybody. But as you just see, that random man, well, maybe was a co-member of hers, he completely trusts him. He says he should drop him home. He says that he should help her home. He trusts him completely. So this way, and also when you see at the very start of the scene, he jumps up because he had a normal attraction to a woman, which he saw as this disgusting sort of thing, and he instantly thought he was going to be arrested or something for how he normally reacts to something.
John, I'll take you.
No, thanks. I'll owe you 1,200 for your 1,000 C in the morning.
Ride with me.
Thanks, but I'll take the bus. I do it all the time.
Ride with me. It would be because I would like you to.
Okay, sure.
We still see he can't really deliver his words very right. He comes off as very confident here, he does, but he has no sweetness to his voice. He's very demanding.
Let me get my stuff on.
How did you come to Gateway?
Oh, they had to hire the handicap to shape up their employment practices to get this defense contract.
You worked out well.
Yeah, everybody they hired did. You know, you speak very well, although you avoid fricatives and sibilants. At the Riker Institute for the Blind, I trained in therapy for speech and hearing impaired children. I'll probably go back to it someday.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you don't want to talk, that's okay. But I hope you will, because you're very direct, and I like that. And I like what you have to say.
That's something you see right there. Because she's showing that she is a smart and compassionate woman, he starts turning his head away again. We hear earlier on he had a very, very bad relationship with his mother. So I think he does fear that dominating sort of woman. Is if he scolds his head down, he sees himself as a little bit of a lesser than. And I think this is really, really important because we just see more and more how unnatural he finds compliments and how unnatural he finds conversations.
May I touch your face? I want to know whether you're smiling or frowning. I guess I just want to know whether I should be quiet or not.
Take my word for it. I'm smiling.
And that's just a very terrifying scene, a deadpan thing saying that he is smiling, but of course he's not. I don't believe he smiles throughout the entirety of the film, and that's because she doesn't want him to feel that mark on his lip, which he still sees as monsters, so it's tiny. And I think this still means, yes, he is never going to let go of this violent persona. Even still, you could see in his face he is a little bit violent when she goes to touch it and finally see it.
I didn't mean to offend you.
On the way, can I take you somewhere?
Where?
It would be my surprise.
Okay, sure.
We see him now leave with the blind woman in the dark, and we just feel terrified. We don't know what he's going to do. She is in so much danger. She does not know how dangerous this man is behind her and how big he is. And we really, really do fear for her.
Are you apprehensive?
No.
This scene is terrific. It is just terrific, and it shows how the blind woman then senses what she is feeling there in front of her. And I would like to just let the scene play. You feel the impact of the music and how dangerous this predator is without knowing the predator behind her.
We're very protective. Mr. Dollahad over there is watching us.
No, I want to.
In about 2 hours, we're going to Cappy's Tooth.
I think that scene's just terrific with the music and all. It's just she is in the danger. She is in the jungle. It's sort of very safari like music in the background. And it just feels as though she is in the jungle. She is in the predator zone, and we see this sort of tiger is very asleep and sedated, and we kind of do feel like this is the Tooth Fairy at the moment. He's a little bit sedated with interest in this woman, but he is still a tiger at the end of it. He's still a serial killer. No matter how gentle he does seem at the moment, once he wakes up, which he does very quickly on after this scene, he will attack her.
It's warm. Look a little bit. There. You hear it?
And in the scene here, we do see that he is in euphoric. He can see a woman who can end up loving a predator. He's testing her to see whether she would love a predator or not. I think he is rather complex. He is a complex character, and he just wants to see a predator being loved. And I'm sure he visits her very, very often as he feels more aligned with the predators than he does with people themselves. And you just see right there, he is completely euphoric.